living with the change that has occurred within you post accident. Right? So today's insight is going to be about that. How do you live with them? Okay, and I'm going to talk about how I've done it because I can't really talk about anything else but my own experience. So, yes, okay, after my accident, things in my body and on my body changed, okay, because I broke a lot of bones. I had a lot of internal bleeding, and you're like, yeah, that's normal having broken bones because of a car accident. Yes, it makes sense. And so the way my bones set post surgery has a big impact, right? So some bones set normal, others did not. I have scars now that I didn't have before. Some of them you see, some of them you do not see. And I have other things. I have two belly buttons. One natural, the other one man-made. So I joke around. I just say, I got two belly buttons now. And so the second one was made by doctors in order to feed me while I was in a coma, right? So they don't wake you up 3 times a day just to feed you. They have to feed you some other way, right? So they fed me through my stomach. It's like a feeding tube. In French they say gavage, where they would like stuff food down your throat, but in my case they stuffed food in my stomach. My stomach. But in my case, they stuck food in my stomach. Right? So actually, in the beginning, I would eat 4 times a day. Right? So I would eat breakfast, lunch, dinner. And on top of that, and then at night while I was sleeping, they would have my feeding tube feeding me food. But on top of that, I would also have Ensures, like the drink, the boost type of thing with every meal, except at night, right? So of course my body changed, and now you can imagine that I have scars everywhere. I've got like bumps places that aren't normal and things of that nature. For example, okay, my clavicle is one. My first scar there you can see, but you might not think it's a scar, is my tracheotomy scar. Then, as I said, I have a second belly button here. That one was man-made. And I have a ton of others on my legs, right? Got some other stuff on my body as well. And, things changed because of that. And that has an effect on you. Now, I used to be pretty slim, but I stayed the same because of the fact that I intentionally stayed slim. Okay, I do intermittent fasting. I used to. I do it sometimes, but not religiously anymore. And so I just try to stay slim because I prefer staying slim. But that's my preference, right? You don't have to abide by it. It's just me. And it was hilarious. Last weekend I was out having lunch with my friend, and she's like, "You're weird." I'm like, "Why?" "Because you are intentionally trying to gain weight while we are trying to lose it." I'm like, "Well, that's what happens." Because I'm like, not to say that I'm on the skinnier side. My best weight would be 115. I am currently 105, 101, 105, and I don't like it. It's a bit too skinny. In Armenian, we have a saying, "Prnelik chiga," which means there's nothing to hold on to. You look like skin and bones. But what am I trying to say with this? after an accident, you have to first grieve your old self, because you have become a new self. You have to accept and love the new self as it is, because it is your new reality. Until you decide that you no longer want this new reality, you want another reality. And that's how you need to see it. You should not see it as, I want to go back to what I was. You have to see it as, I want a new reality. And once you clearly define that new reality, because in your mind it should be like, okay, I don't like this state, I want to create something new. And that something new might be close to what you were before, but slightly better. Because you can't be exactly what you were before the accident, because that's just improbable. You have shifted and changed. You learn new things, you gain new experiences, and you are no longer the same person. So, what this is saying is, be comfortable with who you've become, love who you've become, and want even better. Not that you want to revert back to what you were before. You just want to be better. So work on creating the better. Not going back to the past, but creating a better version of you. That is what you need to concentrate on. Okay? So what's the new reality you are going to concentrate on creating? Ponder that.